we go. Okay, good morning. Welcome to the Lancaster County Board of Commissioners meeting for Tuesday, February 14th. I am Vice Chair Sean Flowerday. On my right is Commissioner Roma Amundsen, and on my left are Commissioners Rick Vest and Matt Schulte. Please rise and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thank you very much. Mr. Clerk, please begin.
Thank you. Location announcement of the Nebraska Open Meetings Act. A copy of the Nebraska Open Meetings Act is located on the wall at the rear of the hearing room. Additionally, all written materials to be discussed at today's open meeting is available for electronic viewing from the county clerk's staff. Printing options are available upon request. These materials can also be viewed at the county's website at lancaster.ne.gov. Item 1A, minutes. Approval of the minutes of the Board of Commissioners meeting held on February 7th, 2023.
Move approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Vest.
Yes.
Amundsen.
Yes.
Schulte.
Yep.
Flowerday.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. Item 2, claims. 2A, approval of the claims processed through February 14th, 2023. Included is an amendment to the payroll claims.
I would move approval of the claims process through February 14th, 2023, and amended to include payroll process through February 8th, 2023.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Flowerday.
Yes.
Vest.
Yes.
Amundsen.
Yes.
Schulte.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. Item 2B, approval of a claim to Matt Schulte in the amount of $35.07.
Move approval.
We have a second.
I'll second it.
Okay. We have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
My understanding is this claim is for mileage within the city of Lincoln. I don't think that as public servants, that's a legitimate expense. I'm not aware if this is going on with other individuals, but I think that our jobs here call us to different settings around the community. I don't think we need to be reimbursed mileage for those different meetings that we attend. So, kind of putting that notice out at this point in time.
Okay, I guess I had been assigned to a committee that had an entrance fee, a lunch fee, and then I went out to send, and I went to emergency management, and I went to the extension office and came back to the office. I guess I thought that was, I had asked about it. I thought that was a normal claim, seems like, to me, so I went ahead and put it in for reimbursement.
I know that I moved approval on that. I guess it is open for discussion. That's one of the things I think that typically we just do as part of our duty.
Okay.
I could
Okay.
accept it one time, but I think, if anyone else feels like driving around the city of Lincoln entitles them to reimbursement, I think I'm going to look very hard at that in the future. If that's going on in other instances that I haven't noticed or I'm not aware of, I would ask public officials to really gauge if that's something they feel like they need to be reimbursed for. So
Yeah, I think you're making a fair point.
Yeah.
I thought I was following the normal practice. I have seen some other elected officials that have claimed mileage in town, and so I thought that was part of the
enough.
normal thing.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, we have a we have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion?
I'm going to say I'm going to vote yes on this time,
Okay,
just so everybody's aware going in.
okay. Please call the roll.
Schulte,
Abstain.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson.
Yes.
Motion carries 3-0 with one abstention. Item 2C, claims including billing for goods and services beyond the 90-day time period in Nebraska Revised Statute 23-135. Company care dated February 8th, 2023 for a total of $110.
Move approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Amundson,
Yes.
Schulte,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Vest.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. Item 3, consent items. These are routine business items that are expected to be adopted without dissent. Any individual item may be removed for special discussion and consideration by a commissioner or any member of the public without prior notice. Unless there is an exception, these items will be approved as one single vote of the Board of Commissioners. They are the approval of A, amendments to the following county contracts, C-16-0526 with Information First Incorporated for professional services on an as-needed basis to support the county's use of HPE RM. 2, C-21-0179 with Sunset Law Enforcement for the annual supply of ammunition. 3, C-20-0046 with Matheson Tri-Gas for the annual service of providing and delivery of industrial and medical gas. 4, C-20-0083 with Community Action Partnership of Community Action Partnership of Lancaster and Saunders County for interpretation and translation services. B, right-of-way contracts with the following. 1, Retzlaff Farms Incorporated, South 148th Street and A Street, in the total amount of $1,758. 2, Brad L. and Mary B. Moser, Southwest 72nd Street and West Panama Road, in the amount of $1,981. C, utility permit number 2315, allowing Windstream Nebraska LLC to install new buried fiber between West Olive Creek Road and West Ash Road. D, grant contract with the Nebraska Commission on Law Enforcement and Criminal Justice for the NSAT online platform in the amount of $47,344. And E, receive and place on file report from the clerk of the district court for January 2023.
Move approval of the consent items.
Second that.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Schulte,
Yes.
Flowerday.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. Item 4, new business. Item 4A, appointment of Ty Pleasant to Lancaster County Board of Zoning Appeals for a term commencing February 14th, 2023 and ending March 31st, 2025.
Move approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. He's right here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let's
Come on
say
up, Ty.
aye. Get up here.
Well, thank you. Ty Pleasant, Lincoln, Nebraska. I very much appreciate y'all appointing me to the County Board of Zoning Appeals, and I look forward to serving our county and making sure the zoning laws work for everyone.
I mean, you say that. Wait till you go to one of the meetings, and then,
Yeah.
then we'll see if you thank us.
Yeah, I know I got a lot to learn, but I'm sure I have a great team of people to make sure I make the right decisions and have a good moral compass inside of me.
Well, you're energetic, you're enthusiastic, and you know a lot about the environmental things, and you understand our city, so very good.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you,
I
Commissioner.
just
Rowland.
want to thank everybody who applied. It was great candidates, as always in our community. People are into community service, great candidates. The 3 who came and spoke before us made it a very difficult decision. We had a lively conversation, but I'm honored to have you fill this position, Ty.
Thank
We're
you,
fortunate.
Commissioners.
Great. We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Please call the roll.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Schulte.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0.
Congratulations. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4
Item 4B, proclaiming February 16th, 2023 as 4-H Achievement Day. And I have a copy of the proclamation if you'd like, Mr. Chairman.
Yeah, please. Would you go ahead and read the proclamation?
Of course. Proclamation proclaiming February 16th, 2023 as 4-H Achievement Day. Whereas 4-H is America's largest youth development organization with nearly 6 million youth participants. And whereas 4-H in Lancaster County engages over 32,000 youth through clubs, school enrichment, and after-school programs, and is supported by over 2,200 volunteers. Whereas 4-H provides an opportunity for all young people and helps them get equal access to resources they need to thrive. Whereas 4-H provides young people with the community, mentors, and learning opportunities to develop skills they need to create positive change in their lives and communities. Whereas Lancaster County 4-H is delivered by the University of Nebraska-Lincoln Extension in cooperation with the Lancaster County government. Now, therefore, the Lancaster County Board of Commissioners does hereby proclaim February 16th, 2023 as 4-H Achievement Day and encourages the residents of our community to learn more about the achievements of youth as a part of the Lancaster County 4-H Youth Development Program. In witness thereof, we have hereto unsigned on February 14th, 23, dated this day by the Board of Lancaster Commissioners of Lancaster County, Nebraska.
Thank you very much.
Good morning. I'm Karen Wobig with the Lancaster Extension Office, and with me today, Kristen Geisert, who I will tell a little more about, and also Vicki Jedlicka over there. So hope you combed your hair today because she'll take a little bit of a of a picture. So we like to document some of our things that we do, I guess. But we are here today to request that you proclaim Thursday, February 16th, 2023 as 4-H Achievement Day. 4-H month is in February, and so it's kind of an appropriate time to do that. And then the big event actually that we have is the 4-H Achievement Celebration, which is Thursday evening in the cold and snow, I think, coming our way, which we're not real excited about. But anyway, that is an evening that we celebrate the youth that have really worked hard for all their accomplishments. We also celebrate the volunteers, which is a large number. So Kristen is going to speak a little bit more about that. I have one other thing I will leave either with you today or give to Sage, I'm not sure, for distribution, but it is our annual report that also talks about 4-H in there too, that we are, by state statute, have to produce each year, kind of as a summary of what the previous year was. And so you each receive one of those every year, so you will get that to look at too. But at this point, I will turn it over to Kristen to share a little bit. She has been with Extension for 15 years. She started out in central Nebraska, and then we were lucky enough to nab her into Lincoln. So we're really happy to have her. She's just an amazing employee. Tracy is out teaching down in helping another 4-H county. And so anyway, Kristen was kind enough to come along and talk a little bit about 4-H and also share a little impact story that's pretty powerful. So Kristen.
Okay, thank you, Karen.
Yes.
Good morning. Yes, I'm here on behalf of Tracy Anderson, and the 4-H team thanks you for your ongoing support through this past year. And the proclamation did highlight how many youth we touch last year, over 32,000 with all of our different programs. Also want to add to that we touch every third grader in Lancaster County with our popular hands-on poultry embryology program. And youth learn about the life cycle through hatching chicks. Another highlight, of course, is our Lancaster Super Fair, which you may not know, we had 4,500 exhibits there through static exhibits, livestock entries, contests, entries, and our Young Clover Kids program. So that's pretty impressive. And community members come through the fair and are really inspired by this and contact me and want their children to get involved in 4-H. So we're excited to have that happen, and I love connecting them into our clubs and independent membership. Many new families really see the impact with their children. as they grow through the program. Sometimes this impact happens over a lot of years, but the story I'm going to share today showed impact just in one morning. So as I was starting a workshop, this young middle school young lady came through, had a hoodie over her head. She couldn't even look up to say hello to me as I greeted her. I knew she was either having a bad day or really sad or something. Anyway, she made herself to the table and struggled just to introduce herself and give her first name just very quietly in front of the group. Couldn't even look out at the group. And so I checked in on her progress through the morning, and she was doing what we were creating and was being very successful with it. And then all of a sudden, toward the end of the morning, she comes up to me, hoodie off, smile on her face, look what I made. And she was so excited, and even went front and center to the group picture that we usually take at the end of the workshop to show all the kids that attended and what they had made or built. So it was very thrilling to me to see that change happen from her at the very beginning of the workshop to the end. But the icing on the cake was when I was cleaning up after the workshop. There was a little note left on a banquet table for me, and I read it and it said, "Thank you very much. This was the best day of my life."
Wow.
So it was pretty amazing, and she has come to subsequent workshops since then, has done very well, and you can tell she's just a changed young lady. And so that's just a small story that I have that shows the impact of our program, but thank you very much for all of your support, and we see that impact in various ways every day. So thank you.
That is an amazing thing.
Yes.
Yeah, just one morning.
One morning, yes. So,
I would move approval of this.
And I would second that.
I'd like to make a comment too.
Absolutely.
Two of those kids have the last name Schulte. My girls love being involved in 4-H, and we're there actually with their 4-H group on last Saturday, and then this Saturday my son is competing in a Lego competition that has lots of 4-H groups in it. So we appreciate I personally appreciate the work that 4-H is doing in the community.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very good.
We're honored to have such an active and vibrant organization in our community, serving those people that are finding out who they are and get that good direction and reinforcement that they are contributors to what's going on here. Important, really valid organization. So
Thank you for everything you do. It's a fantastic program.
Oh,
Really
thank you.
is.
Thank you very much.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? Please call the roll.
Schulte,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Vest,
yes,
Amundson.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. Item 4C, resolution instituting eminent domain proceedings against Calvin L. and Jody L. Stearns.
Move approval.
I would second that, and I would just say that the county engineering department works very hard to cooperate with folks when we have to impact their property. And these events like this, where we institute eminent domain, they are the last resort when we have to protect the public interest. And the only way to proceed with that public interest is to take action like this. We don't do this frequently or without a whole lot of care in advance, so I do second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Amundson,
Yes.
Schulte,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Vest.
Yes,
Motion carries 4-0. Item 4D, resolution in the matter of authorizing the county board chair to sign the professional services supplemental agreement to provide preliminary engineering services.
Pam Dingman, Lancaster County Engineer. This item and the item that precedes it is one that should super excite you, Commissioner Vest, because these are the NDOT agreements for Fletcher Avenue from 84th Street to 148th Street to be paved. And so we have a lot of federal aid projects right now. We talk about this process It is a long, tedious, and cumbersome process that takes a number of years. And so with that being said, you'll notice this item and the item that precedes it does not have an engineering consulting firm in that line, and that's because we will be doing the design for this project in-house at Lancaster County.
Very good. I would move approval.
No,
I am genuinely excited.
I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Schulte,
Yes.
Flowerday.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. Item 4E, supplemental agreement with the Nebraska Department of Transportation to perform preliminary engineering services.
Move approval. Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion?
Sorry, did you want to add anything? Did I do that too quick?
I could just add with this item that this is a 75% federal aid project, 25% local dollars. So in the long run, this is a significant impact on Lancaster County for 25% of the cost.
Absolutely.
Great.
Okay. Anything else? Please call the roll.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Schulte.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. Item 4F, resolution in the matter of authorizing the county board chair to sign the supplemental task order agreement with Felsberg, Holt, and Olvig for NEPA services.
Pam Dingman, Lancaster County Engineer. So with every project these days comes environmental services and environmental needs. And this is the contract that is actually with a consultant because we do not have these services in-house to do execute the environmental needs of this project. And you may notice that it's actually more expensive to do the environmental for this project than it is to do the engineering, and I'll clarify that in-house. So we do have some cost savings by doing the engineering in-house.
Move approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Schulte,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. Item 4G, supplemental task order agreement with Felsberg, Holt, and Olvig for on-call professional NEPA services.
I move approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Amundson,
Yes.
Schulte,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Vest.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. 4H, contract with Midwest Floor Covering Incorporated to provide unit price on flooring, carpet, tile, and edging installation.
Move approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Please call the roll.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Schulte,
Yes.
Flowerday.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. Item 4I, authorize Daniel J. Zieg to sign all necessary documents to settle opioid claims against Teva, Allegrin, Walgreens, Walmart, and CVS.
We had a briefing on this as well. This is part of a national settlement, and the county attorney's office is recommending that we cooperate with that in order to help fund drug program. We'll use the funds for preventative care in Lancaster County, and we hope that it'll help deal with those people who are under the threat of addiction. So I move approval of this.
And I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Please call the roll.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Schulte.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. Item 4J, agreement with Kim Etherton for professional consulting services related to community corrections. The cost of the county is not to exceed $10,000.
Move approval.
Yep, I'll second that one.
Thanks for sticking around a little bit.
So we're getting over being bad at you. We're working on it.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Please call the roll.
Schulte,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. Item 4K, purchasing agents updates to the insurance requirement form for the City of Lincoln, Lancaster County, Lancaster County Public Building Commission, and the West Haymarket Joint Public Agency.
Good morning, Pete Kroll. I am the purchasing agent for Lancaster County, and today I'm asking, after looking at our boilerplate for insurance, there's some duplication, and it causes confusion. It's also causing a time delay. I believe you guys have access to the prior, and on the prior, if you look on our form, number 10, we have G, which is combined coverage. And on number 11, we have E, which is a combined coverage. And that's causing confusion by when we go to get insurance from an intent to award E, they're thinking they need both. And so it's causing a time delay, and then they're also trying to work with their insurance company to get that, which then causes a delay of execution of the contract. So it doesn't change the fact that if we need coverage under number 10 or number 11, we can get those coverages. We can get them independently. We can ask for both. It's just simply trying to change the form to reduce duplication in an effort for efficiency and time savings.
I'll move approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Amundson,
Yes.
Schulte,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Best.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0.
Thank you.
Item 5 is the legislative update.
Any items for this? I got nothing. Let's move on.
Item 6, public comment. Those wishing to speak on items related to county business not on the agenda may do so at this time.
Are there any members of the public here to speak on items not on the agenda? Seeing none, let's proceed.
Item 7, announcements. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners will hold a staff meeting on Thursday, February 16th, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. in room 112 of the County City Building. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners will hold its next regular meeting on Tuesday, February 21st, 2023 at 9 a.m. with the Board of Equalization immediately following in room 112 of the County City Building. County Commissioners can be reached at 402-441-7447 or commish@lancaster.ne.gov. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners meeting is broadcast live on LNK TV. LNK TV is also available on Allo Channel 2 and Spectrum Channel 1300. For the rebroadcast schedule, visit lincoln.ne.gov. Meetings are also streamed live on YouTube and Facebook. LNK TV apps are available in Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire TV.
Move we adjourn.
Second.
We have a motion and a second for adjournment. Any discussion?
Happy Valentine's Day.
Please call the roll.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Schulte,
Yes.
Flowerday.
Yes,
Motion carries 4-0.
we are adjourned. Thank you very much.